FridayNightGlory.com. We're here at the state championships for six-man football, McLean and Blum. I'm here with Riley Byers and Peyton Peterson. Guys, we're here at state. Obviously, it's a big time in the state of Texas. Riley, I'm going to go to you first. What are the keys for Blum to pull this upset off?
It's really got to run. The offense has got to run through someone else except Colton Gonzalez, because you come into a game like this, it's a week of preparation. They obviously know that their offense is run straight through Colton Gonzalez, so I'm really going to look for someone else from Blum to step out and pick it up in this game for the Blum.
And then Peyton, you talk about this game. McLean, they're the defending state champions. Obviously, they have Ben Crockett. What's this guy done this year? Talk about Ben Crockett.
Man, he's ran over everybody the entire year, and I expect him to have a great game again today. The first game against Blum, he had a heck of a game, just like he has the entire season, and it wouldn't be a surprise to me if he runs for over 200 yards tonight.
I mean, he ran for 493 yards last week in their state semifinal matchup. Obviously, he broke the state record last year with 9 touchdowns over 400 yards. He'll look to do that again today. Riley, we talk about McLean. They're defending state champions. And Blum, when you're an underdog, what kind of mindset do you got to have going into this game?
I feel like he's always got to stay composed. I've seen six-man football games where that team's been down 30 and it's come back and made it a game. And that's the beauty of six-man football. It's the field's shorter, high scoring. You're always in the game. So I feel like all that Blum's got to do is stay composed, feel like they're always in the game, and they'll have a chance of pulling off an upset here today.
Obviously, we talk about high-scoring affairs. It's six-man football. There's a lot of space. On defense, how do you kind of attack that when there's so much space in the open field?
It really is just all open field tackling. You miss one open field tackle, it's a touchdown. That's what it feels like. So you just it's all technique, really. Just we're focusing on technique, making good tackles, making sure there's no broken plays.
And then Peyton, for Blum to win this game, what do you think they need to do to McLean's offense just stop them? Because they're averaging over 53 points a game. So talk about what they got to do to stop that high-powered McLean offense.
Obviously they need to wrap up, make tackles, and, get Crockett on the ground. If they do, there's a good chance that they can win, but their offense has got to be spot on, especially with the great McLean defense, who has only allowed 20 points per game this year. So, I think it's going to be a great game. Definitely, I think Blum will play a better game than they did, the first game of the year. It's the beginning of the year. You're trying to get a feel of things. I think it's going to be a little bit different, but I still think McLean is going to, come out with a big win today.
Obviously, anything can happen. This is the biggest stage in Texas high school football. We're in Jerry's world. Obviously, the underdog always has a fighting chance. But for Blum, you talked about Colton Gonzalez, and the offense runs through him. Who else can get going for this team?
Really, it can be anybody. It can be anybody that just wants to show up on the big stage. You come here, it's Jerry's world. They're always going to want to. Everybody's going to want to make a big play. So really, it can be anybody on that offense come out here and bust out a big play, bust this game open early, punch somebody in the mouth.
So we're going to go to our picks. I'm going to go to you first, Riley. Who you got winning this game, McLean or Blum, and why?
I'm going to go with McLean. It's just simply his experience. I talked about how Blum's got to stay composed. That's the key, but I don't really see it happening. I see Blum's going to get punched in the mouth early, and they might not come back from it. I got McLean in a big one.
And Peyton, obviously big game. Who do you have?
I got McLean. Crockett. I think he's going to explode for a big game today. But don't be surprised if Blum does make an effort, towards down the stretch. But, McLean is going to pull this out and be back-to-back state champions.
Obviously, we wouldn't be surprised if Blum did make a big effort because it's the state championship and anything can happen. I'm going to take McLean as well. Obviously, Ben Crockett is very physical. He's a really good back. He could probably play in college as well, obviously, because he's very physical. He's got some speed, and he plays both sides of the ball. So we'll see how that goes for him. And then this is our pregame wrap-up. Parker Turley, Riley Byers, and Peyton Peterson. FridayNightGlory.com.